Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Well, I fell asleep. So, this is supposed to be, I don't want to confuse everybody again. This is supposed to be Thursday's vlog that I am posting on Friday. But it is actually Thursday's vlog that I'm filming Friday morning that I'm posting on Friday. Because I fell asleep last night. I'm almost out of my Mountain Dew stuff. I fell asleep last night super early. I don't even know what time it was. Like 9:30, 10. And just slept straight through, which is apparently what I needed. And I got like, I don't know, tons of sleep. It's 7:10 a.m. right now. So let's see if I slept. I fell asleep, I think it was like 10. It was like a little bit after 10. Because we watched Pose. And then Alex was watching something else. And he's watching that MTV show where it's like all those different people that are bisexual, they like come on there to see if they're like the perfect match. Do you know what I'm talking about? I was completely uninterested when he started watching that show. But like every time he watches it, I kind of find myself kind of like, are they the perfect match? Are they perfect? It's kind of funny. But anyway, so 10, 11, 11, 12, 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 9 hours of sleep. I woke up at a couple points during the night. The first time being at about 1 o'clock. And I was having horrible nightmares again. And I don't really remember them. But I do remember that they were taking place in... I kind of guess I do remember bits and pieces of it. I can see it. Takes place in the house that I grew up. And we were like packing to leave. And somebody was coming to get us. And we knew that we had to like pack our stuff to get out of there. And then I had a dream that my dad was like selling his house. And he had like moved. And he was like moving out in the middle of nowhere. Into this like old... Like, okay, this is gonna sound so strange. But did you guys ever see the movie Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown and Don't Come Back? Okay, like in my dream, he was moving into that like farmhouse castle that those people owned out in the middle of nowhere, and he was like redoing it in my dream. I love Pose. I think it's such a great show, but it is so sad. This season, like last season, and I mean, I think, you know, rightfully so. It's talking about some important issues and things like that. But it's just so sad. It's just, I don't know. Last season, it was kind of like there was a lot of humor to it and stuff like that. And this season, it just is constantly just sad. So we watched Pose last night. And just kind of hung out and all that kind of stuff. Alex has this dinner with his friend tonight that he has to do. Something to do with his friend that had passed away. Like some... I don't know too much about it, but it's like something that they're starting in his honor or something like that. So, I don't know what I'm going to do later tonight, but probably just hang out with the pups, Well, I need to listen to Zodiac today since I didn't listen to it last night, because that was my plan. But actually, I have listened to, I'm like an hour into it, well, over an hour, like an hour and 15 minutes into the book, because I listened to more of it during the day yesterday. But I need to listen to a lot of it to get it going, because I have to have the whole book done by Sunday evening, and it's like 10 hours and 40 minutes or something like that. I don't know where I'm at with it right now. I think I'm at like an hour and 15 minutes in. Yeah, that's what I said. Looks like it's gonna be such a pretty day. There was like a heat index, like last night before I took the dogs out, or last night before I went to bed, I took the dogs out, and there was like a heat index warning, and it was like 92 or 91 or something. It was so hot in Indianapolis last night, like even late at night, it was so hot. I think it's supposed to be in the upper 90s today and tomorrow. Right now it's 80. I wanted to go to the pool. Every time I drive by the pool, it's just absolutely packed. I don't know why it matters, but I don't like to go up there when it's real packed. I am so excited about Reading Rush. I can hardly believe it. Oh, I forgot to post my review video yesterday. I uploaded my review video of this book that I read, and then I never posted it. Oh well. Oh, but I did go on the Reading Rush website, and I made my profile, which was really fun to do, so I can like track my progress. It's very much like Goodreads, but different, and you get badges for like each thing that you, like I got a participation badge already for participating in it, and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's real fun. You go in there, you just like link all your information, and then the books that you're reading for it, and all that kind of stuff. It's very cool. I am so pumped about it this year, though. I think I'm excited about the fact of like just being able to sit back and allow myself some committed time to reading, where I don't feel like I have to do this and I have to do that. That I can say to myself, I can do it next week. You know, I need to read right now, because that's what I want to be doing, if that makes sense. So I can allow myself to read instead of feeling like I have 400 other things to do, which is how I feel most of the time, that I always like have all these things that I have to do, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I often, though, I don't know if you relate to this, but like I often like make stuff that I have to do. Like, not necessarily make stuff that I have to do, but like, you know, if I have errands to run, or I have this to do or that to do, I'll be like, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that, when I don't really have to do. I mean, I do have to do those things, you know, but like pick up medicine or whatever, but I don't like, there are things that could wait till the next day, or like if I wanted to sit there and watch a TV show or read or something like that, I could, you know. keep on meaning to post on my review channel, and I haven't posted on there in a couple days. I need to do that. Oh, my Lord. Thing is, even though I've slept 9 hours, I could totally go back to bed for like another 4 or 5 hours. Like, what is that? That is craziness, isn't it? Boo Radley looked so cute this morning when I left, because Alex was still in bed, and Boo Radley was like curled up in the pillow. Like, he just looks like he's like all crushed together. He's like looking at me like, "Don't move me, Dad." He's so cute. Pee-Pee's hiding underneath the blankets, and Tucker's ready to go play again. Tucker's so funny. All these people on their way to work. Are you on your way to work while you're listening to this? Are you getting ready? Are you cleaning your house? I wonder if these people are excited that it's Friday. I remember back in the day, I hated when people, like, I would go to work on Fridays because I work Tuesday through Saturday, and people would be like, "It's Friday," and I'd be like, "Who cares? I work Saturday." And I would say that, and they'd be like, "I know, but it's my Friday." And they would like rub it in, and I'd be like, "Well, I work Saturday." I never mind working Saturdays though, like, because I worked Tuesday through Saturday was my schedule when I worked in treatment, and I got done at 4:30 on Saturdays, but I often got to leave early. I can't remember, like, if I had overtime, I could leave early on Saturday, so I could leave at like 2, as long as I got stuff done. And so really I would leave at like 2 on a Saturday. I was like, does my turn signal sound like it's flashing fast? But I don't think it does. Anyway, I would be like, okay, I'd leave at 2 on Saturday, but really, I mean, you know, I still have all day Saturday, all Saturday night, all day Sunday, all Sunday night, all day Monday, all Monday night. So it was almost kind of like I got a 3-day weekend, really. I never minded it. My ex worked Tuesday through Saturday too, so like our schedules matched up. Yeah, I would go and get a cup of coffee. I'm actually kind of thirsty for a cup of coffee right now. I would get a cup of coffee and I would go into work. I would like go to the gas station and get a cup of coffee, and then I would go to work and I would do the crossword. I do the crossword every day. Maybe I'll get the paper and do the crossword. That actually, I think I'm gonna pull in here in a second, get a cup of coffee and get the newspaper. Well, actually, you know what? I think I want to review this coffee from Starbucks. I don't think I'm gonna get a cup of coffee, but maybe I'll get a newspaper here in just a little bit. There's this like cocoa nitro coffee or something like that I'm gonna review from Starbucks. Zodiac Killer book is interesting. It's like, it's very fact-based. It goes in and it tells all of these details of what happened, which is kind of interesting. But, like, it doesn't really give you a good idea of the people that they're talking about. That's my only issue with it. And a lot of people, it's interesting that are reading it are either really, really interested in it or really, really bored in it. There doesn't seem to be a middle of the road. Like, it's either one way or the other. And, yeah, I'm getting, like, a lot of comments from people that are like, I'm so bored of this book, and yada, yada, yada. And, okay, just pull right out. But then I got a couple comments yesterday from people that were like, oh, I'm so into the Zodiac Killer book, you're gonna love it, and whatever. It's like, at this, like, I'm in the middle of this part about this woman named Darlene, and they're, like, going into, like, extensive detail talking about this woman, and I don't really understand why they're talking about it, and I'm sure she's gonna be a victim, but, and they're kind of setting it, I don't know if you get into, like, the detectives and finding out more about them, because, like I said, like, I'm only an hour into it right now, but it needs to get a little bit more interesting, because the problem is that we've read so many different kinds of true crime books by this point that I think that most people know what kind of true crime they like. That makes sense? Like, you either like the personal, you know, kind of narrative from, like, the family member, or you like, you know, like, just detailed facts, or you like this, or you like that. And I think most people like more personal stories. They don't necessarily like just the facts, and this book is very just fact-driven, which is how a lot of true crime is. But I think people are, like, wanting to read something that's a little bit more personally driven, if that makes sense. Which I get, because I relate to that, you know. I like the more personal stories. Next month, I can't remember what the book is that we're reading next month, but I'm so excited about it. It's a brand new book that just came out, like, July 2nd. I announced it in my booktube video. My mom loved sunny days, sunny mornings like this. She slept in a lot, but as she got older, she would get up earlier some days, you know? And she loved this time of morning. My dad loves this time of morning, but he's really, really like a morning person. I mean, my dad is up at, like, she's got places to go, that one right there. My dad is up, like, crack acid on. He is up so early. He's probably at 7:28. He's probably been at work for 2 hours. Drank his coffee and read 3 newspapers. I'm being all serious too. I'm being all serious. In all seriousness, kids are going back to school yet. It seems like they go back earlier and earlier every year. I feel like, well, the woman that lives across the street from us is a school teacher. And usually I see her, like, coming or going. And I haven't yet, like, from school, you know. But you can also kind of tell because there aren't that many kids at the pool anymore. I just feel like kids go back to school so early. Well, I actually have a friend of mine that she works in a charter school. And I know that they're kind of like considered like a year-round school, kind of. Like they get a summer break, but it's very short. And she's already back teaching. And I'm like, this is insanity. And she's been teaching for like 2 weeks. It is so cold in here. It's a pretty summer day today. It's crazy to me to think that when I was a kid, like, I would get up, you know, and if my tennis camp started, I should drive by that tennis camp and show you guys. If my tennis camp started at like 7 or whatever, like I would have to be there for conditioning. I don't remember what time I had to be out there. I just don't. I wish my mom was still alive so I could ask her. But like, I had to be out there for conditioning. It just got so hot in this car early. And I remember we all would have those like big jugs, you know, with like, that we would carry with us of like ice. And then we would just fill it up with water throughout the morning on the water fountain. But, it's so funny that I'm remembering this guy that I was friends with back then that I played tennis with. Well, one year, there was somebody that in my neighborhood played. He only played like 1 year. And my mom knew his parents. And I don't know how, but like, Alex knows his wife. And I hadn't seen him in like, since high school. He was a year behind me though. And we weren't really friends in this tennis program, but I think we drove together or something. Anyway, Alex, like 2 weeks ago, it was when we went to Basbo's Pizza with Melissa and Jason. Alex goes, there's that guy that you went to high school with over there that is married to so-and-so that I know. And I like looked over and it was like, it was so weird seeing him. It was like no time had gone by whatsoever. I mean, he looked older, but I was like, it was just surreal to me, you know? And, I don't know. It's so weird to me that I sit here and I talk about like, oh, it's gonna stop, hold on. It's so weird to me that I sit and I talk about like being older and being in the, you know, the later half of my life and things like that and whatever. But then like, you know, I think a lot of it has to do with like my white beard and my white hair and whatever. Cause like he looked young, you know, and I see like people that I went to high school with and they have like newborns. Like I have so many friends that I went to high school with that have little kids. Like they're not thinking about dying. Like they had 2 and 3 year olds, you know, they're like 2 and 3 year olds, you know what I mean? And, they're like just starting families and whatever, you know? I don't know, it's just, it's weird to me, like my perspective. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that my mom passed young. She passed when I was young. And I think because my dad is older. And, I don't know. I'm really not that effing old. I'm just not, you know? I think also because of like doing a lot of stuff on YouTube, I feel older than most, you know, because of that. Because most people on YouTube are so young that are on there. I don't know. Do you? Don't you just love lip balm? This Pear by Laneige is so good. I cannot believe that Reading Rush is here already. It feels like it was just like 3 or 4 weeks. It feels like it was a long time ago that... I guess it doesn't feel like it was a long time ago. It feels like it was just yesterday. But I was sitting there and I was like, Reading Rush seems so far away. And we've got Vegas to look forward to in August. That's like 4.5 weeks away. And then in September we're going to San Diego. So that's like 8 weeks away. I wonder if it's supposed to rain today. It kind of looks like it could be cloudy a little bit and rain. I can't really tell. I think it was supposed to be really, really clear today, actually. Doesn't look like it is, though. I need to trim my beard. My beard is long. Do you ever drive by these hotels that, you know, are just like off the interstate, and you see all these, like in this little area right here, and it looks so homey, right? And there's all these like little hotels here, and I think all these people are like getting up and having their little cup of coffee in their hotel room that they made themselves, you know, and getting ready to go to their business meeting. Then they're going to drive home to their families this weekend. There's like 5 or 6 little hotels back in here. They're really cute ones too. I never really noticed it before. I love staying in hotels. This is the Spring Hill Suites Marriott. And I don't know what's back there. You always see people like walking from the hotel over there because there's supposedly like all these restaurants, but there's actually only one restaurant back in there, I think, which must be a total letdown for them when they're like looking for all of these restaurants. They're like, oh, we're gonna walk to the restaurants and club it up. Sorry, no restaurants there. Can you believe it is so early in the morning? I am actually up. I'm gonna, like, my plan is to go home and, well, I want to see if it's going to be sunny today, because if it is, I've got a sobriety commitment this afternoon from like 12 to 2, but I'm going to go home and I'm going to film some videos this morning, and then I'm going to, well, my booktube video is already filmed because I didn't post it yesterday, and then I'm going to do my meditations and film my Peterisms video for my meditations. Then I'm going to do my review video here in a second, and then my drama video. I don't know what I'm going to do for that today. And then when I get done at 2 in the afternoon, I might go to the pool if it's nice outside. So we'll have to see. I might do that. Or if it's not, just come home and take a nap, or Listen to the Zodiac. Listen to the Zodiac. I think I'm getting close to being at a half an hour, and I'm going to end this one early today. I'm really sorry that it's only a half an hour, but I usually do like an hour every day. So today, guess what? I didn't even say at the beginning of this one, this one's not going to be long, and it ended up being an hour long. But today, I am going to make this one shorter because I am going to turn around and probably start vlogging again, not too long. Yeah, so, that's what's going on. That's what's happening, is I'm gonna finish this vlog now and then get some of my other stuff done. So anyway, I hope you guys are having, I apologize for a shorter vlog today. I'm sure there are some of you out there that don't care. Go back and watch an old vlog and catch up, or watch something that I had to say where it was 2 hours long. I will do at some point. It was funny because there was one day when like I got a comment and somebody was like, when are you gonna do the 3-hour vlog? 'Cause, you know, people have been asking for like this joke, like this 3-hour vlog. And right underneath that comment, somebody said, I don't need a 3-hour vlog. I was like, it was like literally they were back to back. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday, unless you have other plans. But don't have other plans. Have the best Friday ever. Life is not a dress rehearsal. Enjoy it. Do something fun. Plan something extra fun this weekend. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Look at yourself in the mirror every single day and tell yourself, I love you. And believe it. You deserve to work on your own self-worth, and you deserve to be validated. We all deserve to be validated. And yeah, and let somebody else know how much they mean to you as well, because that's important, you know. I every day I think, who's somebody that I haven't said something to lately about how important they are to me, you know. Anyway, and I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.